I'm Casey.
Hi, I'm Pratul, and we built a tuning instrument for the piano. And this tuning instrument actually plays the note of the 7th octave C sharp. It is the second to highest C sharp you can play on the piano. We got this to play at a specific frequency, specifically 2.289 kilohertz. And while that does not correspond exactly to C sharp, it is close enough that it can be considered C sharp. The reason why we couldn't get an exact frequency is because the circuit components that we were using weren't exactly 1 microfarad or exactly 10,000 micro henries. So we actually had to make do with what we had, and I think it came out pretty well. Aside from that, Casey will go on to the details.
So we built a famous oscillator. It's called Colpitts oscillator. So we put in 2.5 volts into the system, and we used, like Pratul said, one 10,000 microhenry inductor and two 1 microfarad capacitors, as well as a 1 kilo ohm resistor and a 10 kilo ohm potentiometer. And it produces a very sharp sound, like this. And you will see our circuit diagram next. So we needed exactly 2.5 volts to go into the system. So what we did was we connected a potentiometer to positive 12 and negative 12, and then we probed it, we scoped it so that it was exactly 2.5 volts. So then we connected the output of this potentiometer to the input of this op amp, which starts Colpitts oscillator.
In Colpitts oscillator, the op-amp self-regulates the amount of charge that's flowing into both the capacitor and the inductor. So instead of causing the dampening with the resistance and the imperfectness of these two circuit components, the oscillator just keeps a constant amount of charge in the circuit. And this charge actually goes into the capacitor, and then as the capacitor is charging, the inductor discharges. And because the opposite also happens when the inductor charges, the capacitor is discharging, this causes a sinusoidal voltage. It defines
Waveform.
sinusoidal voltage. And so we use this voltage and we put it through a buffer. That way we can use the buffer to power a speaker. And that is how the sinusoidal voltage is created.